Greetings, everybody. It is the Ash Heriter, and welcome back to medieval Nubia in Crusader Kings 3, where we have here a very mighty kingdom of Aksum, still under vassalage to the now Arabian Empire. The Hamid Caliphate has shifted its form to the Arabian Empire. We are now no longer a Basilios, but we are an Uru. And we're getting pretty old. We're 63. 6 more years. We can survive 6 more years, I'll be happy. Then we can die. That'd be, you know, a nice old age. Alright, our heir, unfortunately, because our 2 of our sons died. So our heir is now a child. Songoj Guase of Danakil. Currently rules Danakil. Which is kind of unfortunate that it's him, but it'll be okay. Hold on, we're gonna lose... Wait. What is this? Now we lose Naka as well to him. Is that because he already has these? Did I make a mistake giving him that early? Because that's normally never occurred in that way, so something's happened that now makes him get 4 more. Artisanes, okay, because I don't want to divide this realm up any further. Oh man, this or I could just appoint him. Whoops, don't do that. I don't think I can appoint him as my heir at this stage. I need absolute monarchy, I believe. Let me just double check. Designated heir, no. I have to have absolute crown authority, which we can get in 5 years. If I can survive that long, I can appoint him as my heir, although I don't know if that's going to affect a whole lot, because I think we would still end up losing Astaboras and Naka and Abwab. That's, yeah, sometimes succession is very confusing. Because he had the territories down here in Tigray, basically. These were the ones that he would inherit when I gave him that. And then I gave him that, and now something's changed. I don't know if that changed because I gave him that, or for some other reason. But yeah, this game has a lot of labyrinthine mechanics, which works because succession was pretty labyrinthine in most places. Particularly with the unfortunate... situation where we are stuck with partition-based succession, which I highly disagree with that being, with any other sort of succession being locked behind late medieval. Is it late or high medieval? In either case, like, primogeniture and ultimogeniture and those types of successions did exist beforehand. You know, the one heir inherits everything is not a concept that only came about in the Middle Ages. So it's kind of a weird mechanic that you're stuck with that. And really the only way that you can get around it is by completely teching up. Like, it would be fine if it was a tech that you had to pick, but that being said, I'm also not, like, the biggest fan of the tech system, because it just kind of, like, it flows naturally. You end up with all of them. Anyways, I would like if there was a bit more pick and choose. Honestly, the way our Crusader Kings 2 did it was pretty good. I know some people didn't like that, but... And I don't like the power points, or aka mana, that Crusader Kings 2 switched to, but I think there's ways to get a middle ground a little bit better. Alright, Asta Adriana, she's still hitting on me. It's been like 10 years, probably even longer. Still writing poems for me. I wonder what secrets his mask protects, for surely this man is free of defects. Although perhaps he'll break my heart yet, but at least his memory I'll never forget. Wow, you're really trying. Well, it is truly heartfelt, we know that much. Alright, well, let's continue on. And, yeah, unfortunately we're gonna lose these territories. And that's gonna happen right now. Well, yeah, I had left this world, I died of a seizure. Plagued by demons, he often raved about his doom. Uruguase ascends to the throne. Merely 4 years old, he will need to rely on the council during his first years of rule. Yeah, this might be brutal. We've lost the patronage of the Holy Order. Excuse me? How did we lose the patronage of the Holy Order? It's right in our territory. We cannot have lost the patronage of our Holy Order. Alright, I've gotten a unpressed claim on the Exarchate of Alela. Which is in Alwa. Well, okay. This is... Oh, this is terrible. I have 10 domains. My brother hates me. Oh, I have 10 domains. I've got 3 here, and I've got 1 there. What else do I control? Oh, Danakil, of course. Yeah. Look. Fuck, I have to give up a bunch. This is bad. This is a bad succession. This is a very bad succession. Alright, well, let's get our council in order at the very least. So, Zerebecca, I'm appointing you here. You don't like me, but what can I do about it? And, Actisanes, my brother, I'm gonna appoint him as my steward. Hopefully we can win him back over. And, we need a marshal. Unfortunately, we're gonna need a marshal that is, somebody that wants the position. Paulos here. I'll give it to you. Thankfully, our spy master is not opposed to us. We could have her replaced, but no, that's not going to work out too well. Our high shaman is also thankfully not opposed to us, so let's continue the spreading of the faith. So let's drop that in Abu Hamad. And we don't need to change culture, I think. Maybe. Hold on. Do we want to change culture somewhere? Perhaps in Baklin? Smart. Oh, nah, leave the cultures as they are. The territories that I have are good. So, collect taxes. We need to be establishing order, because that's currently tanking our economy, and our economy is about to get worse, because I have to give up a bunch of territories. So, thankfully, we have a lot of money. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to give this to someone. I don't have any siblings, do I? Yeah, I do, actually. Sophia, my half-sister. I could give them to her. No, I cannot. Cannot grant titles to women. Okay. I want to do something about that at some point. Well, then... Let's see here. My brother here, I could win him over by giving him Danakil. He'll be very powerful, and I want to make sure that these aren't part of Blemia. They are the kingdom of Barsad al-Din. Which is down here. Interesting. I have never even heard of this. Or is this Blemia? No, Blemia's up here. Alright. Then that's good, because he has part of, because he's sitting here in, Aktun, so he wouldn't be able to form a kingdom if I gave it to him. But if I give it to him, I think we will actually be able to, drastically increase his opinion of us, and we'll only be 1 province over, which I'm just gonna eat, because eventually I'll grow up and get enough, stewardship. And then we'll just have to get more territories, I guess. Perhaps Dongola? Maybe I'll take the lands there. Alright, I'm giving you, Danakil. Alright. My brother is now loyal to me. That's good. It was, decision of a 4-year-old, you know. You could see my brother was, upset with me that I became the king, so... Best way to, fix that is to make sure that, we get along later by giving him some territory. Alright, let's look for inheritable traits. We could start to negotiate our alliance. Again, these are just super distant alliances. But the Eparchate of Sinar, no, that'll be an inbred. Which I don't think we want. Inbreeding, usually not the best idea. What about in the... no, it's also my... I don't think we're going to be able to get anything. However, Princess Sevindik of the Imek Khanate. I mean, it's an alliance. She's, at the very least, quick. And thus far, she's got good traits. And we'll see what her actual education trait is. But she seems like a good match. And we'll get some prestige from it. We'll get an alliance with him, though, again, it's going to be pretty useless. But, hey, a little bit of prestige to start with. When we the marriage has actually gone through, then that'll be good. Okay, so... Then the current titles that I have are 1, 2, 3, 4. What's my 5th? Let's check. Shamir Nubt. Oh, the Executive Wag. Where are you? All the way down here. Yeah, we don't need that. What does this actually belong to? The Exarchate or the Eparchate of Sawa. So, Iskander, I'm gonna give that to you. That should smooth some stuff over. Except that it didn't in any way. Okay. You're an Ashari. Maybe that's why you don't like me? Boy, oh boy. Child of a concubine. Great. Well, I need to find a tutor. Preferably. I may ask my shaman to tutor me. My shaman? My, Is it a shaman? Yeah, it technically is a shaman. It shouldn't be a shaman as a Kushite. We should have priests. I kind of wish they, changed that a little bit. But, let's do that. Hopefully that works out for us. We have a court tutor still. So that should help. Alright, it's going to be a rough early couple of years. The Heretic's Curse. Gabriel Kuda claims that while taking a walk today, he was by himself and encountered the ghost of Akhenaten himself. Oh no. This abominable heretic, an incompetent pharaoh obsessed with the god Aten, caused much mayhem in Old Egypt and was rightfully cursed by the priests once the old true religion was restored. But this is not good news. Has Gabriel Kuda been cursed as well? Better get to the priest quickly, dear friend, just in case. Yeah. Akhenaten. Bad news. Additional taxes. I'll take that. So we could use our money to start to, like, restore some of the temple, for example. But if we do that right now, we'll have no money for anything else, and that's very dangerous. As much as I would like to do this, so I'm gonna hold on to my money in case we need to, like, emergency bribe people, because we do have some factions. Like one right now that's gonna issue an ultimatum in 2 months. Oh boy. Oh boy. Only increase opinion by 15. What about you? Only by 15. And these ones are pretty much out of any possibility here. Okay, so Zerabeka's gonna rebel. Gogama's gonna rebel. What territory do you have? Jerin. Sonar. Beguena. And, man. Mbazin. Okay, this is gonna be bad. They're gonna send an ultimatum in 2 months. They want to install Krisa Akhirtani on the Aksumite throne. Who is my current heir? My player heir will be Actisanes, my uncle in Proto-Mesoteros. That would not be bad, actually. We would get Tigray back. And Naka. Shh. I think I'm too young to, wait, I have a loan already? Alright, send back the money. I'm too young to abdicate. I don't think I'm able to abdicate. Otherwise, I think I would. I think, you know, as a child, he would be very afraid of ruling. I could meet Piers. Let's at least try that. It'll cost me 55 gold. Basically, I'm going to save my money for the war, because a war is coming, and our economy is going to get absolutely trashed when that starts. So, everyone is here. As all the small lords and ladies are ushered into a room, I feel myself growing giddier and giddier. I'm thrilled that my kinsman Gosi and my kinsman Zosima could both make it, not to mention my stepsister Ainita. Alright, welcome. Playing house. My kinsman Shibitku approaches me with a heap of fabric in his arms. As he dumps it on the floor in front of me, I realize it's a heaping of clothing for adults. Let's play house together. Alright. Only we are the parents. We could form a friendship with Shibitku. He's the son of Songoj Paulos. Well, I mean, that might help, actually. Or we could play chess. No, we'll do this. Brave champions. My kinsman Iesu and I are watching the champions train in the courtyard when my champion Matthias approaches us with a smile. What do you say, children? Think you can handle the basics? Oh yeah. Let's try and increase our prowess. Or I would rather watch you train. This would increase our martial by 1. We would lose some opinion with Iesu and our champion here, Matthias. 80% chance to increase my prowess. I would gain a friendship with Iesu as well. I think I want the marshal. Sorry. Market day. My kinsman Petros and I agree that trade is an important skill for a noble to learn, so we decide to visit the local market in Nubt. We have only some pebbles for currency, but they are very shiny. Alright. I would like to purchase a ware, please. 77% chance to increase our stewardship by 1. And gain 30 opinion with Petros. Sounds good. You have to give it to me what I want because I'm a lord. You gain a random artifact, basically, and harass the merchants. Let's set up our own stall. We gain practicing trade, granting +2 stewardship for 10 years. Plus 25% stress gain. Now, let's try this. Nice. Extra stewardship. End of fun. So we need to do that whenever possible, so I'm actually going to, where can we do that again? Where was it? Meet peers. Notify me when this is available next, because, that is a good way to increase your skills, which we definitely need to do. There's risks, too, but overall it's good. We can transfer Chieftain Shadi of Dambia to Songoj Papasinen. Okay, hold on. This might actually help. I already gave him... No, I didn't give him any territory. But alright, we will. Okay, that might actually be enough. If I can then send him some money, it's gonna be 150. Well, I think it's too late. I would become a vassal of Krisa Akratani if I submitted, or... I can fight back. I will not be threatened. Alright. Well, war it is. Okay, we need a new chancellor. It's going to be, Papasinen of Tiliamara, I think, and a new marshal. Which I guess will be, nice, he didn't turn on us. Alright, I'm gonna appoint him as my marshal. As a reward. And let's raise our entire army. Unfortunately, we can't raise our holy order. Perhaps we don't have patronage over our holy order because we're a child. That's certainly possible. I think we need to amass our army into one block. We have 5,000 men. They outnumber us. This is gonna be... I don't know if this is gonna actually work. We may need to hire mercenaries. Well, then we're gonna have to hire mercenaries. There are really not many men in mercenary companies. Getting some camels might be good. Riders of the Mountains. Or the Ge'ezan Company for some light cavalry. Or the Amhara Band of Bagamder. Let's hire the Ge'ezan Company. And let's hire the Amhara Band. Okay. And now I'm basically almost out of money, so let's immediately go and take this territory right here. We can probably do that pretty quickly. We can take one of their capitals at the very least. And we'll let the enemy attrition themselves down a little. Admittedly, we're also attritioning ourselves down. Offer guardianship. Ooh. I will become Mashriki and Ashari. I'm very sorry, but, I'm gonna have to decline. Our integration efforts in the Epoch of Baklin are going very well. In fact, we might be able to impose the taxation practices of the Sultanate of Aksum on a limited scale. Okay, I would change the de jure drift. Or we can increase the development in Baklin. Regain 75 prestige. No, do it. Okay, that is strong. That actually gave us a massive bonus to the war score. So let's take Jadrin as well. Perhaps we can just win this. They're all just sitting there with 17,000 men. We need to just run away if they approach. Okay, they're splitting up. Some of them are coming for us, perhaps. Can we just blitz this and win that way? By just taking all of their capitals. That didn't do anything for us, unfortunately. Alright, we'll pull away. Head back through our territory. A fellow servant of Amun, as our order of the Guardians of Duat grow, we need more land from which to organize the defense of the Kushitic faith. The Wilaya of South Saraye. Where is this? Do it. Granted. More territory to them. We'll need that. God, this succession is was really bad. Childhood role model. Growing up, I've always looked up towards my family on the proper way to be like a member of House Akratani. Well, we can become just, we can become vengeful, or we can become zealous. You know, as much as I want to become just, at this moment, many people that I look up to have turned on me, and I'm going to seek out revenge. We're going to go a slightly darker path this time. You know, a child that grows up in anarchy and warfare, it's can't be good for his development, so we're going to see what happens here. The language is in my family tree. My mother occasionally inserts a word of Kushite here and there, and I find myself understanding the language better. I'm sure that if I put in the effort, I may become proficient enough to talk to my mother in a new way. Nice. I will learn the Kushitic language. Let's do that. Okay, thus far, we have avoided most of the enemies. They are taking our territory. This is going to be a long and nasty war. I could... There are things I could do, though. For example, I could petition my liege. Or am I too young to do that? I think I'm actually too young to do that. Okay, my crown might break. Fuck no, I need this. A little bit of prestige. It's actually not that big of a deal. This is also not that big of a deal. I can call on my ally. I'm gonna do it. Who knows when he's gonna arrive, but, yeah, I'm too young to petition my liege. That's, kind of bad. So yeah, we're really screwed. I'm gonna do what I can. But, the Khan is coming. Hopefully he brings enough men to, present a threat. Hopefully the armies aren't coming towards us. Yeah, we're losing war score way too rapidly. We're not gonna be able to blitz this. Eventually I'm gonna have to, make a last stand. Let's run. Nope. We're not gonna get away in time. Alright. Let's see how this battle goes. See what we can take down. We're actually doing pretty okay. Well, no, it's done. Typhus. My poor uncle, Octisanus has typhus. Wait, what? My heir. Are you kidding me? This is gonna be bad. This is gonna be bad. Well, we've lost. Okay, I'm gonna surrender, because I don't think... Well, maybe I can eke out something. We still have, technically, a, strong situation. Okay, he's back. That's good. He's my strongest ally at this point. I do need a new marshal, because my previous marshal was killed. Huntriofer, you're going to become the new marshal. And I think you're going to lead my army as well. No, you're not. Captain Dahab of the Amhara band, you can lead it. Yeah, we took some serious casualties, but what the hell? We can't. Of course, it's fleeing. You can't give it a new general while they're fleeing. Makes sense. Right, now we can give you a new general. So, at the very least, how many casualties did we inflict? About equal. So hopefully the Khan will get here someday. Like, how long is that going to take? Is he going to arrive? That's the big question. He's got a long way to come. If he does actually show up, I'm gonna laugh. That alliance actually pays off. We could always just take Jarin, where, yeah, the enemy armies are just basically running rampant around my territories. But let's take Jarin, or, sorry, not Jarin, Suakin here. It'll take us 5 months. That'll at least slow the process down, and hopefully give my allies some time. Though, we shall see. We have 2 events happening here at court. But this fucking shit again, I will not allow a court to rummage... Right, you know what? If I get beheaded... I don't care. The cult is intimidated. Okay. Like every ruler this comes up. It is really stupid. Oh boy. Not a good start. Oh good. What is this? Lower Crown Authority? What do you guys want? Reduced to limited Crown Authority. Are you already at war with me? No. I'm gonna just have to accept that, because I can't do anything else. We'll have to raise it later. And that will actually prevent them from getting into other factions. So all of the faction members there will at least not be able to turn on me for a while. This will be good. What have we here? Mercenary contract expiring? Great. How long did that last? Like... Oh, mercenaries are just useless. It's like 800 men for how much gold? It's... Unless you spec in mercenaries, they're useless, which I don't think... That absolutely needs a rework. And I'm kind of surprised. Like, let me know what you guys think. Do you think it's fair? But I really feel like mercenaries should be far more useful to everyone, but then have a, like, that they're actually quite good if you spec into them, rather than you need to spec into them. Look at that. Alright, this is huge. The House of Islam is under grave threat from the onslaught of the heathens and infidels in its very heartlands. In response, His Magnificence Caliph Hakam has declared that an era of renewed jihad is upon the world. The core regions of the Dar al-Islam must be retaken at all costs. All righteous Muslim faithful should prepare to join the ranks of the Mujahideen for the upcoming struggles. This could be the beginning of unprecedented Islamic aggression. Okay, I'm less worried about that, because we're actually friends with the Muslims. Wait, this is the Hamid Caliphate. No, Emir Alai... Wait a minute, what the hell? Never mind. So there is still a Caliph. Or Hakim, was it? Is still the Caliph. It's just the actual, like, leadership here switched hands. Okay, so, fucking against all odds, our friends, my allies, where are they from, precisely? Kimek. From the steppes. The Kuzarite Jews. This is awesome. It actually worked. I don't believe it. Okay, so, we can take some of these territories. We might be able to actually pull this victory out. The problem is, wow, they're sending in more men, even. Holy shit. Okay, if you guys follow me, they're not following me. We're just splitting and retaking lands. And I also wish you had a little bit more control over your allies in an alliance war. Okay, they're going up that way. I would like to intercept them. Perhaps if they move in chunks, we can intercept the last of them if I time it right. Mercenary companies have been dismissed. Fuck's sake. Useless. That was a ton of money wasted for nothing. Alright. Remind me next time not to actually bother with them. Okay, it's like we could take them on now. That's the problem. If my allies were to actually, like, join. I just don't know if they will. Alright. Do I break off a siege force? Hold up. Break off a siege force. Get in there. See if we can't catch at least some of them or not. Okay. They move through there really fast. Okay, now what are they doing? Well, we've taken this, so that's good. Pull our forces together again. Amass. They're coming towards us now. If we engage, are my allies going to assist? My allies are coming here. I would really like to engage. Let's cut at least some of them off. Okay, we should be able to actually cut those ones off. A good number of them. Alright. Awesome. We've caught their army in movement, but they still managed to win. What the hell? Okay, Kunthrioffer died in battle. Served my father well. I'm very sorry. The old Viking, he has perished. Jesus Christ. How did we lose? Okay, then we need a new general. Gabriel Kuda, you can lead the army now. No, you can't, because we have to wait. This is awful. Like, this was not because our armies were disorganized, because the enemy was just as disorganized as we were. We outnumbered them. And... what the fuck? How? We outnumbered them nearly 3-1. It's not like their army is super elite, or that they were in favorable terrain. It's open terrain. Jesus. Okay. Like, I don't mind losing terrain, losing, you know, to certain situations, but this one was very out of my control, because I was led to believe that, first off, I wouldn't lose half of my realm to succession before, and then that kind of just changed without telling me, and then I didn't have time to do anything about it because I died. And yeah, this rebellion happening, fine, okay, understandable. But the fact that, you know, the mercenaries were useless, and the fact that we just lost a battle that by no means we should have lost. That should have been a victory. It just, I don't know, makes me a little bit salty. See, we're doing well here. Yeah. This one I understand more that we lost. I was hoping we would just be able to, okay. We've been burdened. Yeah, I'm gonna grant a, every county in my faction would lose 75 control. No, can't do that. Fucking peasants as well. Alright, I'm gonna surrender to the, save some of my men. Alright. This war has gone on for too long. I will put an end to it. Okay, so I've lost the Sultanate of Aksum. Delightful. I am now Mir Sungoj. What do I have left? Lost all of my positions. Fucking goddamn it. Alright. Well, since I have an army left, I'm a vengeful child. We're gonna slaughter these peasants. We're going to make our way back, and, all of the people that turned on us, which there are indeed many. Now they hate me less, of course, but, people are gonna die. Many are going to die. I think I'm going to switch to intrigue. Can I switch to intrigue? Should be able to do one switch, which I did not already do. I only gave myself one, so apparently I can't switch my focus. Alright. Like, it literally says right there, you can switch your focus once. Does that include the time when you give yourself a focus? Because then that should probably be rewarded. Call to war. Yeah, what can I do? We've discovered battlements. Hooray. And at the very least, I have my gold mine still. Okay. Is this all the peasants? I'm assuming there are more. Okay, he's dead. Let's move him to the dungeon. And, shall I execute him? I can't torture him yet. Hold him in the dungeon for later. Okay. I need to disband my armies, because I have no money. And I can't do that until we get to a friendly territory. I'm very sorry, the Khan. I want to get up there and help you. Where are you, anyways? Betpun claim... Okay, that should be, like, here? Betpun claim on... We are under, he is the Khan of the Emek Khanate. Okay. I honestly think that, you shouldn't be able to establish contact with such distant powers, just because you're part of a, like, as a vassal, I'm saying. Like, as a vassal, I feel like I shouldn't be able to use the Arabian Empire's reach of influence to establish contact. It's just kind of weird that that's, possible. Maybe with, like, a research or something, but there's really nothing I can do, so I'm not moving my army out there. I can't even earn money when my army is, inactive, apparently, so hopefully that's gonna change in a minute. I have been wanting a wooden warrior for a long time, and my guardian Ahmed is promising to get me one in 3 months if I start being more rigorous with my studies. Well, we've become content, trusting, or fickle. I don't really want one anymore. I think, alas, we're going down a dark path, so I'm gonna be fickle. This is one of the only times I'm going to take this trait. I'm going to roleplay this as a very troubled child. And a very vindictive character. Yeah, we just need to make sure that we can get some of our territories back. My brother here is my only ally. He was wounded and received one eye due to his efforts in trying to defend me. We won't forget that. Just as we won't forget the people that have wronged us, we will not forget the people that have aided us. Far from home. A stranger is brought before me. She has been waiting outside my castle for a week, my lord. Okay, well, Nazila here. You want access. Embrace Apademak, and you can join me. Alright, she's got pretty good learning. She's a valued diplomatic courtier. Okay, I might be able to appoint her somewhere. Perhaps as a better tutor than you. No, apparently not. I'm not really sure what goes into making someone a good tutor. I guess it's the quick trait. So, like, I'm sure some of the traits probably have something to do with it, but I don't know exactly, so... No, we'll leave that as is. She does bring a, champion, the husband, so that's good. God damn it. Alright, and this, this queen that took over the, Wait. Oh, no. There isn't even a Kingdom of Aksum anymore. Yeah, we are literally just splintered. Nicely done, guys. You've destroyed our unity. Okay. Zarabeka. You're gonna die. You didn't actually turn on me, so... What is our current power? We have basically nothing. We're back to a very low state, unfortunately. It's not ideal. Well-organized levy service. Executive noobs gained organized service for 5 years. Great. My heir is first in line to inherit Afar. Okay. I mean, that's not going to help me. Yeah, this is just bad. Thankfully, we have the gold mines. That's basically the only thing giving us any sort of control here. So let's reestablish control over these territories. It's going to take 7 years. Where are you preaching? Here in Abu Hamad. Great. You're trying to get taxes going. Yeah, all I can do is wait. I can't do anything until I'm older, so this is just going to proceed onwards. There is already another faction created against me. It's peasant rabble. Okay, that's fine. I am... Anger management. My acquaintance Lucin is getting on my nerves. She is always the good one, preaching about one virtue after another. Her constant lectures are having the opposite effect on me. I borrowed her favorite spinning top, and now she has to do... Or I borrowed her favorite spinning top, and now she has to do what I tell her to. I will teach her for being annoying. No, I will try to be nice. Like, she hasn't done anything against me. Again, I'm vengeful. I don't know why that would... Just the way it was worded didn't really make it seem like I would be resentful or vengeful. Shall I become irritable? Yeah, it would seem like I would be irritable. It would make sense. I'm gonna have an anger management problem. Makes sense that I would be a kid with an anger management problem with everything that happened. Alright, well, let's meet our peers again, because we can. Okay. Let's go. Alright, we have the Market Day event again. Khandan, the daughter of the Emir Tefula of Mesopotamia, and I agree that trade is an important skill. Okay, I think it's just the same events every time. So let's see if we can't increase our stewardship. Good, we have succeeded. The Shaman. We are exploring the local temple when Masud, the son of Emir Abdul Azim of the Banu Taghlib, and I stumble across my guardian Ahmed, surrounded by scrolls. They are journals from long ago. Are you interested in such things? Yes. Let's try and get some extra learning. I have struggled with writing. Great. Sprouting interest. A merchant has sent me samples of seeds. Plants, he claims, are good for the health and mind. I must admit I have little experience in nurturing plants, but how hard can it be? Maybe this will be my one release. Only a 31% chance of becoming an herbalist. I could get the money out of it, but let's give it a try. Alright, we've gained Seeker of Knowledge for 10 years, so that'll be good. And Brave Champions, I will attempt to train this time to get some prowess, because I think I'm going to want to duel people. It was good to forget all responsibilities for a while and spend time with other children, but I'm told I have to return to my duties now. Alright, nice. War declared on Liege. You're being attacked by Songoj Ainita. From... Really? Your account attacking an emperor. What are you hoping to accomplish? Unless there's a big revolt happening, in which case, I don't think that's a good idea. I'd like to stay under the wing of the Arabian Empire. Thinking of that, we cannot... I could offer to join his war. Would at the very least make him like me a little bit. Right now, I don't think he likes me very much, but nah, I'm not going to. Alright, growing up, I often sought guidance from my mother. Always felt a strong bond with my mother. We have a 33% chance to become either deceitful, humble, or paranoid. Or Ahmed has always been like a father to me. Or we become either shy or patient. Patient would be really good. Shy is less good. Whereas deceitful could be fun. Humble is good. Paranoid could also be fun. We're gonna try this. Alright, humble. Alright. Interesting set of traits. Fickle, vengeful, and humble. And irritable. It's gonna be interesting to roleplay. My aunt Yapet has given birth to a son. You wanna name him Para? Okay. Sure. Why not? Weapon claim. Yeah, that I can't do anything against. No, I'm gonna sit here. And, I should try and build something here. I might need to build the actual military, one of these military ones, just so that I can, you know, fight better. Like, potentially the military academy. I think it's probably a good bet. Because I lost my other military academy. Because the succession thing worked the way that it did. And, oh, man. She didn't end up being very good. Could break the betrothal. It would cost me a lot of, prestige. She wouldn't like me. The Khan wouldn't like me either. He already doesn't like me much. I think that's probably a good idea. To break this betrothal and try and get a marriage to one of the powers within here. Because now that we're all... And we aren't all independent, but the Sultanate is broken, so... I think I'm going to do that. Very sorry, but perhaps we can find an alliance, because... On a more positive note, at least there are a lot of Kushitic rulers. On a less positive note, they're mostly related to me, so it might cause some inbreeding. Yeah, they're all related to me. They're all part of my dynasty. We're gonna have to marry within the dynasty. And there's really nothing I can do about that, so... That's just gonna be how it is. Octasanes, you have a son. Alright, a renowned armor. My lord, did you hear the news? My antiquarian Ananias approaches me. Everyone recognizes Songoj Guase's solid Shamamun mail of mercy, which shines on the battlefield like no other, and lets friends and foes alike know that an immortal hero walks among them. Is it that good? Okay. Apparently that's gonna make it better. Alright, cool. I'll take it. So, we can look for potential, alliances here. Particularly, let's look for, Kushitic. So that'll at least, religion. Kushitic. Okay, there we go. So, Nijin Akhratani. Okay. She's not bad. They also have good traits. She could be good. I don't know what her ultimate... She's the courtier of Songoj Marcos. She'll get us an alliance with the Eparchate of Maikelebar. I don't think they turned on me. I think they stayed loyal. Let's get married with her. It's a very small alliance. Hold on. Before we do that. Again, I want alliance power. That's, I think, the only alliance that's... Yeah, alright. Fine. It's a much smaller alliance than with the Khan, but it's nearby, so... At the very least, I won't have to wait 10 years for a war to go. So yeah, basically all we can do is wait. Alright, my Seneschal has died. That's fine. I don't need one now. I probably actually should release some of these positions. I want to keep the court tutor, though. And are any of my objects going to break? Yeah, the crown is going to break. I think I'd like to keep that intact. Unfortunately, I have to spend money on this shit again. And the signet ring, Malanakan's signet ring. Let me check what my current equipment is, if there's just a better option for these. So I could just let that one degrade. That'd be fine. Yeah, we've got like we've got so many signet rings. It's ridiculous. Alright, unequip that, and let's put, you know, Siaspika's signet ring on. God, I wish you could sell useless artifacts. Excuse me? Could have sworn I equipped it. No, I don't know what this is. Equip that. Thank you. Okay, sword-wise, we have the Sisei Ceremonial Sword, which is not as good. It does give us +2 knights. Was that the one we were using before? I think it was, actually. And then, yeah, all of these, this is all we got, so... Okay. Well, it's now a war-torn land. Somebody's plotting to kill my kinswoman, Dautiana. Well... We got 75 extra taxes. My honorable uncle is now being held against his will by Malik... the Malik Muazzam. Great. My liege won the war. What just happened? Freed once more. Okay, Akustanis has been freed. But he has no land. I'm gonna invite him to my court. Come to me. Schemer discovered. Okay, Emir Aziz of Lebanon is trying to kill Dautiana. Why? Just why? Alright, alliance invalid with Marcos Akratani. For fuck's sake. Alright. Well... then there's not much reason for me to maintain this betrothal now, is there? Because, that ain't gonna work either. Okay, alliance power again. And of course, with, Kushitic characters preferably. And with traits. There are 2 traits here. With the Eparchate of Tegre, Zerobeka, Akratani, sure. It'll take a little while before she comes of age, but that's fine. Hopefully that'll last. Right now the lands are in absolute anarchy, thanks to the rebels. This is their fault. Prisoners can be ransomed. Christina of Kupani. You know what? I'm gonna recruit her. Because she's a good surgeon. Or she might be a good surgeon. She's old, but that's fine. Alright, budding attraction. Everyone around me seems eager to pair up, smiling and playing games of kiss and touch with other children. Wait a minute. When I show no interest, they seem to be confused, and girls tell me I should like them more. I truly do not get it. Alright, I'm asexual. Alright, well. That's, that is how it is. And Dautiana here. What did you do? I think we're just gonna ransom her for 10 gold. Go back into the wild. You'll probably get murdered by, the Emir of Lebanon. Alright, well, we got extra taxes. Boiling anger. Okay, this event that makes no sense. Man, I'm very happy we have the gold mines at the very least, so like we aren't completely screwed. But we definitely need higher stewardship. The time is right, and I still can't change focus. Yeah, so I don't know what happened there, but apparently we're just not allowed to change focus. My old foe Isak died in my dungeons. Too bad. What other... I don't have any more prisoners. That's it. Alright. Yep, let's continue there. Meet peers, do it. The gathering, let's go. Let's see what we can get out of this. Playing rough. I thought Timur, the son of Emir Khalid of Tayi, and the peasant girl were merely pretending to fight, but suddenly there is blood in the dirt. Timur hits the ground with a grunt, and the peasant standing above him moves to attack. But save him. I will become... yeah, I'm gonna save him. Alright. While still children, you saved Timur Tayi from being beaten up by a group of rowdy youths. Alright. Handan, daughter of Emir Saifullah of Mesopotamia, is obviously hiding something, but just as she agrees to tell me what it is, my friend Timur approaches us and insists that I join him for a game of chess. Okay. I could lose some stress. I am actually... no, I'm not stressed. Or I could learn of Kandan Banu Taglib's witch secret. How are you a witch? You're 7 years old. Yeah, I don't care about silly secrets, I guess. And the shaman. Yes, teach me about them. We have a, hopefully we can get a 1 learning. Alright, I struggled with writing again. Second time in a row. That sucks. And, that's the end. Okay. Well, not the best ever. Not the best reader. Okay. Far too long. Are you serious? Everyone here is trying to rebel. You are the traitor. This is the newly... Lungoj Aktasanes here. What are they attempting to do? Why are they doing this? It's just like... you're giving the Caliph excuse that we can't rule ourselves. And that he's going to now exert more influence over this area and probably start to convert it back again. God damn it. We were doing so well. And then my sons died. And now there's the peasant uprising. Rally the troops. Well, nothing like slaughtering some hapless peasants to calm the nerves. Okay. Yeah, that one ended immediately. Ridiculous. You, gonna go to my dungeon. We're gonna end the war. Should probably get some dread, actually, so let's start executing people. We'll need dread for later. We'll have him killed. Okay. Now, we can disband our army. And my alliance, the new alliance that I just got, is invalid. What is this? What is this? Break betrothal. Oh my god, it is just non-stop, like... Ah, man. then I'm just gonna go for somebody with good stats. That's gonna be around my age. Religion, all... Well, we can still check alliance power, I guess. That would regain us an alliance with the EPE-BAP Compatch. All these are gonna, like, they're so distant. I just don't really like that. Okay, the Exarchate of Semen. No, but she's not gonna have great traits. Man. Then I'm just looking for traits. I mean, Zerebecca has 2 traits, so that could have been a reason to keep her, actually, but... God damn it. Gush Starofania of Simen. At the very least, 1 Exarchate? How much of an alliance is that? Like, how many... That's 490 men. I don't feel like that's worth my time. Okay. Age difference, preferably not a huge age difference. And stat-wise, there's just no one really good. There's some, like, children here. So Akgul Menkid here, for example. That would get us an alliance with the High Chieftain of Barsuki. Again, it's not really an alliance that I care about. But she shows some promise. She's ambitious as well. Honest, diligent. She could be good, but... I think we need to stop trying to get alliances with... Okay, I'm gonna just look without traits and look specifically for Kushitics then, and see what we can find. Well, the Shaman of Begemder, perhaps. She's already 17, though, so she's come of age. What's her trait? Not very good. Christina Akratani doesn't have a trait. Just we don't have... We basically have no options. Okay, looking without that. Again. I'm gonna wait. We'll be unmarried for a little while. Oh my god. Great, guys. Well done. I can't stand with them, because they'll just get wiped out in, like, in seconds, basically. Like we saw last time. The other one lasted a little longer, but... Why are you doing this? They're just going to war against the, an empire. It's these futile, pointless rebellions. It's just weakening the land. Every woman for herself. There's a forceful knock on the door. Or the forceful knock on the door clears every bit of drowsiness from my mind. Who disturbs the Songaj at this hour? My late-night visitor is none other than Nazila. I have to speak with you privately, away from listening ears. I've discovered something very interesting. Nazila has discovered the secret of Papacinans. She's willing to let me off the hook. Or she's willing to share it with me if I let her off the hook. He's my champion. Either way, we lose stress. We have a favor hook on her because we invited her into our court. Sure. Okay, we know of his lover's secret. I could blackmail him. But what's that going to accomplish? We'll hold on to it for now. White peace. Alright, well that's good. We can negotiate an alliance with Songoj Papacinan. Yeah, if I do that, you're currently at war with the fucking Hamid Caliphate, so we're not going to do that. I will make an exemplar for all House Akratani. Okay, we would gain the Guase Signet Ring. Another fucking Signet Ring. Great. Just what I needed. Is it better than the others? Or is it just +2 diplomacy? Because thus far, they've all been +2 diplomacy. Look, it's +2 diplomacy. What a shocker. Additional taxes. Well, that's something. We do have a lot of money, so... Like, I would like to construct another holding, but we need the city planners, and I am not the head of Nubian culture, because fucking Makuria is back as the head of Nubian culture. Thanks, guys! Well, we can upgrade our cows. Let's upgrade our cows. Might as well do something with our money. And here in Noob, anything to do? Not. Right. And we can also construct the military academies, which we will do. So that'll get us some extra knights. How many knights do we have? We have 10. And I imagine our knight effectiveness is pretty low, 118. Yep. We're not winning anything anytime soon. Yep, what a surprise. I've lost my spy master. Fantastic. Shishak, you're going to be my new spy master. How did she die? She died in her sleep. Interesting. 53? Seems unlikely. Well, I'm a Grey Eminence, apparently. Alright, with the help of Ahmed, I have achieved an understanding of diplomacy that far exceeds that of any of my peers. Even though I had a natural inclination towards the subject, my mastery of it is still an achievement. As I take my first steps into adulthood, I find myself reminiscing about some of the people who have made an impact on the man I've become. My friendship I shared with Timur means a lot to me when we were both young, and to still have him by my side means a lot. Meant a lot to me, and yeah, okay, it means a lot. I get it. Alright, well, hold on. Where did it say Grey Eminence? Yeah, I'm a Grey Eminence. Okay. It said, like, Charismatic Negotiator in the text down there, which confused me. But okay, diplomacy then. Well, I'm gonna go to defensive negotiations, because, you know, I'm here. So I may as well do that. Let's get Majesty Focus, get some prestige going. We're gonna go there, we're gonna grab that. We're gonna do a little bit in diplomacy, but then I'm gonna go into intrigue. For now, diplomacy is good. And we do indeed need to marry. There's just, apparently, no one relevant. The 10-year age difference? Hold on, no, we need to do it like so. Are you kidding me? That's it. I'm probably using the wrong button. Find spouse. Yeah. It's annoying that you can't use the arranged marriage button in the same way that you can use the... it's just kind of annoying that there's multiple buttons to do that. Always ends up confusing me. Okay, Sumiya here. You at least have good stats. You're Zagawa, so, you know, you're at the very least from Africa. Very good stewardship. So, you're definitely an option. And, more pertinently, you're not of my dynasty. I mean, I would like an alliance. But all we can get here is, you know, all these allies that are incredibly distant, which, just for thematic purposes, I think I'm going to avoid, because it just doesn't make too much sense. So, I honestly think you're the best bet. Sumiya, you're a little older than me, but that's okay. Let's get a marriage. I will lose 300 prestige because I'm marrying a lowborn. That's fine. We can make up for it with a an actual marriage. So, or with a not an actual marriage, but the other thing, the thing we're getting from diplomacy, defensive negotiations. We'll be able to get an alliance that way. All right. So with extra stewardship, we can earn more money. With more money, we can probably begin our re-expansion because, yeah, look at this. Abu Ab is now Muslim. Abbasid. So, you don't have any allies, though. I could take you. I could reclaim this. I'm going to have to start reclaiming this. But I can't until I have claims, so... These absolute dunces, these independent rulers that ousted me from the throne, broke the kingdom of Aksum, and then decided to piecemeal, one at a time, declare war on the Arabian fucking Empire, are, lo and behold, getting defeated and replaced now by Islamic rulers, which, they're all. We're back to where we started, guys. We're back to where we started. We have, we basically have nothing. God damn it. Ah. Alright, and this is where I'm going to end today's episode. I wouldn't be surprised if we get ousted at some point, because we're not in the best of terms with the Caliph, or the Malik al-Muazzam. Like, I'm not going to go to war with him, I'm not going to commit campaign suicide, but, we are very close to being done. Like, one thing goes wrong and we lose. And again, we lose if we're no longer playing a Kushitic ruler. And we cannot convert back to Kushiticism, because that's the whole point of the campaign. So, we end up, being forced into a situation where, we lose that, then, alas, Kushiticism did not return to any sort of state of glory. It was, unfortunately, destroyed by itself. Alright, everybody. Drop this video a like, though. I'll understand it if you don't. I was pretty salty the entire way through. Hopefully, we'll be able to recover from this, but I have my doubts. I'll catch you in the next one. Ash Heriter out.